Hi student, welcome to my online class. Today we discuss class 9 science chapter 2 is matter around us spheres. Most of the part are already completed. Okay, so today we discuss some important questions or short type questions. This one come in exams. Okay, so let's start. The how to separate the component of mixer. This is the most important. Okay, all methods or techniques already we have discussed to how to separate the component of mixers. I think all are completely learned all these techniques. Okay, so today we discuss some examples how to we separate the component of mixers. Okay, let's start. First ones. Okay, how can you separate dyes from ink? Okay, how can you separate dyes from ink? Okay, ink is the mixture of water, dyes and waters. Okay, here dyes are the water solutes and water are the solvents. Suppose ink is a mixtures, then or solutions, then dyes is water solute and water is solvent. So in dyes, in ink, waters and dyes are present. So how can you separate? By the process of evaporation. Okay, by the process of evaporations, we have to separate the mixture of dyes from ink. Okay, and the second methods, how can you separate cream from milk? Okay, in milk, cream are present and cream are the lighter substance. So we are rotate the milks. Okay, by the process of centrifugations. Okay, which process? Centrifugation. Then lighter one are come of the cream are lighter one. That's why we can easily separate by the process of centrifugations. Okay, so the creams are separate from milks by the process of centrifugation. The third one, how can you separate oil from waters? Okay, we know that oil or waters are not miscibles. Okay, these two are the immiscible liquids. So in immiscible liquids, we are separated by the help of separating funnels. Okay, with the help of water separating funnels. Okay, separating funnels already we have discussed the separation techniques. Okay, with the help of water separating funnels. Okay, separating funnel is a apparatus and the oils is the water float over waters. That why we have to easily separate. Okay, in between water and oils. And the fourth one, camphor and salt. Okay, camphor is a subliminary substance. We know ammonium chloride. Camphor is a subliminary substance. So in subliminary substance from salt, we have to separate by the process of sublimations. Okay, and water sublimation process, the solids are directly changing to gaseous ones. Okay, so we have heated these two mixtures, then camphor are evaporate easily. Okay, by the process of sublimation. Next, number 5 techniques. Color component. How can you separate the color component? Okay, the color component pigment one technique we have discussed, that is what are chromatography. In chromatography techniques, we are separate two or more mixtures of the color samples easily. Okay, so this is the chromatography. Okay, chromatography technique. And the next ones are the mixture of acetone and water. How can we separate the mixture of acetone and water? Acetone and water, these two are the miscible liquids. Okay, and we have discussed the miscible liquid. We have separated by the process of distillation. Okay, which process? Distillation. 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 Okay, distillation process. We have to separate these two miscible liquid of acetones and waters. Next two separation are two miscible liquids and their boiling points are below 25 Kelvin. That is their example of air. Okay, in air we have to condense and change into liquid form, and this in air many gases are present like oxygen, hydrogens, okay, nitrogens. See, all these gases we have to separate by the process of water fractional distillations. Okay, fractional distillation. Okay, fractional distillation process we have to separate. So this one are the most important. Okay, and these separation techniques. So everybody, I think understand all are. Okay. So next questions will come. They are short type questions. That is the physical change and chemical change. Okay, their difference also come. Physical change and chemical change. And example given and write down which one are physical and which one are the chemical change. So like this questions are come. So first we discuss physical change. Okay, what are physical change? Okay, the change which are not permanent change. Okay, this was change in their shape, size, color, texture, melting point, boiling point. These all are the what are physical change. Okay, and these are the reversible change. Okay, the physical change. Like for example, melting of ice. Okay, ice are melt then change to water, and again with this water are freeze then change to ice. So this is the water melting of ice. Melting of ice. And the another one melting of wax. Okay, कैंडल को भी हम मेल्ट करेंगे तो भी वो फिजिकल चेंज होगा. Okay. And another one physical change are water. The boiling of water. वाटर को बॉईल करेंगे तो वो क्या होगा, इवेपोरेट हो जाएगा. और फिर से कंडेंस करेंगे तो लिक्विड हो जाएगा. Okay, boiling of water. Also physical change. Okay. Mixing of iron and iron filling and sand. Okay, this one also we can easily separate by physical process. Mixture of iron and sand. So many more examples there are physical change. So physical change is okay, their chemical properties do not change. Okay, completely new, so their chemical properties retained in there. Okay, not change. So next one, what are chemical change? So chemical change is a permanent change in which completely new substance will be formed. Okay, in chemical sense, completely new substance will be formed, and it is a reversible change. The chemical change of the water, a reversible change. For example, burning of पेपर. पेपर को बर्न करेंगे तो क्या होगा, उसका आस में चेंज हो जाएगा और लाइट एंड हीट एनर्जी इक्वल होगा. बर्निंग ऑफ पेपर. एक बार पेपर को बर्न कर देने से और फिर से दोबारा पेपर नहीं मिलेगा. That's why it is a chemical change. Burning of candle. Okay, burning of candles. And the ripening of fruits. Okay, ripening of fruits. Roasting of iron. Okay, iron are roast and change into their oxides, iron oxides. So that's why it is also a chemical change. So this one idea about what are physical and chemical change. So another one question also come. What are the different type of question? Okay, difference between homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. Difference between element and mixtures. Compound and mixtures. This is the most important. And pure substance and mixtures. So first we discuss the difference between what are pure substance and mixtures. Okay, pure substance first one, what are pure substance? So pure means named you have to know. Pure means only one kind of particles or same kind of particles are present, then it is what a pure substance. Okay, we have discussed oxygens, hydrogens, carbon, nitrogens, iron. All these are one example of pure substance. Okay, all these elements are example of pure substance. Okay, and mixtures are what are? Mixtures are the combination of two or more elements. Okay, the mixtures are the combination of two or more elements. Okay, for mixture of water, iron and sand, iron and sulfur. Okay, this is the one mixtures. Okay, so this one not completely mix. Okay, we can separate also by different the separation method. Okay. So another one question will come: what is homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures? Homogeneous mixtures means the composition are the uniform. Okay, are called homogeneous mixtures. Okay, homo means same or hetero means different. Okay, the mixtures which are the same compositions throughout the okay, same are called homogeneous mixtures. This mixtures of water plus sodium chloride NaCl. This one are completely mixed. Okay, and their solution are formed. It is one homogeneous mixture. Alloy, AlLO, alloys, all these alloys are the mixtures of metals and metal and non-metals. Brass, bronze. These are the example of alloy and all are homogeneous mixtures. Next are the heterogeneous mixtures. Heterogeneous mixtures. So hetero means what are different. They are the different compositions. Okay, like for example, the mixture of iron filling and sand and sulfur. This is one example of heterogeneous mixtures. Okay, so they are not mixed completely. Okay, their properties will not. Okay, individual properties are not changed. So this is the some important questions of these chapters. Okay, so most of the chapters 2 are completed. So next we are discuss again some important questions. Okay, those are coming exams. Okay, so all of you are request to starting to okay toward the end of this chapters are practice. Okay, and any doubts you ask me. Okay, thank you for watching.